Hi there, Chris here. Let's talk picks. Recently, the Irish Lockpicker sent me these four stunning picks, all custom. These two are Wes picks, and these two are Jeff Burke picks. I do have other custom picks. I have this one here is also a Wes picks that he sent me. He calls it the black and white, and I call it the Suki and Slinky. These two here are Dawes Evers picks. They are gorgeous. Just gorgeous. This is the Racing Bentley model. This is very similar to Paul Springett's Racing Bentley model. And I think both of these are pretty much as fast. I think it boils down to which lock we're racing against with each other. And we've had fun with that. This pick here is a custom pick made for me by Rookie Locks. And if you watch my channel, I'm kind of boring, and I almost always use this Sparrows, and this is a Euro medium hook. And I've used this well over a year, and it hasn't bent much, and with my video output, it has picked many locks. Why do I use this one? Well, one of the reasons is it's so narrow. This shaft from top to bottom is so narrow that I can get in just about anything. If I can't do it with this narrowness and this width, I can use sliver picks from the Sparrows. And I mention these just because anybody can get these. The rest of these are quite a bit harder to come by. But if you compare these two picks, the top to bottom is virtually identical. This one has no bend in it. This one has a little bit of bend in it still. But of course, like I said, picked a lot of locks with it. What I look for in a custom pick, or a pick that I like, is how beautiful it is. Number one, what it feels like, and the top to bottom of that. These are all great tips on any of these. This is another Wes picks, and it's a double pick. Both of these are great tips. Here again, just a stunning pick, and a wonderful tip, and very narrow. What can I say here? Just art, pure artwork. Absolutely. A great Nessie type rake, and you can use this hook to great advantage. And here as well, beautiful hook. Anyway, what I thought I would do is Peter and I were talking, and he says, well, try some of these picks on some locks. So that's what I thought I would do real quick. I'm going to pick a lock I like picking that has, it's a little, you have to tickle it and play with it and get the counter rotation right. It has old Ruco, I believe they're mushroom pins if I remember. This is one that I got from Lockmania. It didn't have a key, made a key for it. It's not tough bitting. but they're very cool pins inside, and it works quite well. So I'm going to use this one, use the top of the keyway tension, and I will start out with this Westpix. And as you can see, can we see? Let me get a light. Okay, where is my light? Was here a minute ago. I don't know, maybe I have this one. Maybe this one will work. As you can see in there, it's fairly open. But as you go up, it gets paracentric. So you do need a pick that can navigate that. And because of the mushroom pins, you need to be able to navigate and get it to counter rotate and all that stuff. So we'll start with this beautiful, I mean stunning, even. So I got a bit of a set there, and see how I can go in and turn and arrive at the pin. To get at some of those back pins. And that's one of the advantages of having a narrow top to bottom shaft. Now, pick makers, commercial pick makers kind of shy away from that because they, it makes them a lot weaker, no matter what material you're using. Okay, counter on one. Nope. Nope. And of course, they don't want to have to replace a whole lot of broken picks. And I totally understand that. And custom makers, you put this much effort into a gorgeous, gorgeous pick, you don't want it to break. And they don't. They don't. But the narrower the top to bottom shaft is, the more they can flex and or break. And you lose a little bit of feedback. If you use, I think we got a set there. Nope, lost everything. If you use the sliver picks, you have to be very careful because those are 12,000s. And it's a lot of reduced feedback. But if you have some really tough keyways, sometimes that's all you can use to get in there. All right, I know you want to lock up. There you go. So let's try another one. Let's try this Jeff Burke. I pick differently than most people. I don't use ledges. I don't lever. I don't back up my pick. I just stick it in there, and oftentimes I say tickle the pins. I'm sure there are locks that I don't get into because they require heavy tension, because I always use light tension. But that's just my style, and it seems to work for me. Okay, this steel has a totally different feel. It's not radical, but I mean, if you're used to picking, if you've done a lot of picking, you can pick up a pick and feel immediately. And there's nothing wrong with it. It just feels different. And I believe this is Lock Tool steel. And this may be thinner than the Dawes Evers. I'm sorry, the Westpix. And we got that open as well. So that was about the same amount of time. So I love all these picks. They're gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They feel good. These handles are wonderful. Any of them. This as well. This is a very thin one. I don't see myself using this a lot. But tickling is the way I do it, light tension and tickling. And I do love using these picks. But like I say, for my everyday pick, I just use this. I know it's kind of boring, but it gets me in there. There are a couple of locks that I need to use this one on. This is a Dawes Evers with the, he made up, I believe he made up this micarta handle, the material, and then made the pick out of it. So anyway, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. These are all premier pick makers. Even the Rookster. The Rookster's got beautiful talent going on, and I believe this is a titanium shaft here. And here you could put another pick tip in there if you wanted. And I have a couple more of his as well. Anyway, that is I have a few more of those, and that is the extent of my custom picks and what I think about them, how I use them, and you know, bottom line is they work very well and they're gorgeous. What's not to love? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like, make a comment, subscribe if you want, and let's see, it's Saturday. Tonight, I said Saturday the 9th. I believe I said the 9th. My giveaway closes at 12:01. And actually, that's already happened. But I'm going to go, actually, it would be Sunday at 12:01. But anyway, you're getting down to the wire. Get your entries in and or answer the 3 secret questions in an email, as some have done. And good luck to everybody, and we will see you next time.